Right, a further update on the dinette. Look at that. How cool's that? It's all been sanded down and we can take off half of it. It's got some storage underneath. Absolutely bang on. So he's going to create some trim for the sides and the top. He's just going to wait to speak to Shell on the weekend, but that's all pretty much done. It's gone all blurry. That's better. Right, so the dinette is done. I've not cleaned up today. I've been too busy. See all the little bits of wires. So I've got some wiring done. So these light switches are from Screwfix. Polished finish with black switches. And yeah, like I said, they're from Screwfix. I'll put a link on the comments. They are wicked. So if you're doing a boat up and you want to replace the switches and you want to go for something with this style, these products are ace, because even with 6mm and 4mm cables, you can get your bootlace ferrules on the ends of your cables and they fit into the terminals. These are built for low and high voltage. They're just class. So I've got these on the boat further on down for the kitchen, or should I say the galley and the saloon, and I couldn't get the bootlace ferrules into these terminals, so I stripped the cables and popped them in, but it's been playing on my mind. But these beauties actually allow ferrules to go in, like I said, 6mm and 4mm, so they're just perfect. They're great. So I've just started fitting in the crimps on the bathroom lights and getting all them connected up. I've got, how many left? 2 more, but I've got to go, so I really ain't got much time. Fitted a switch in the bathroom, in the bedroom, so that's all sorted. There's the 6mm bootlace ferrules. You can see the green connections there, and the orange ones are 4mm. So those switches, I will say it again, are the bomb. I've been connecting all of my lights up, so I've ran the negatives in this morning and connected all of the cables together using the piggyback crimps. So they're all sorted. I forgot to shut them pair together, but yeah, they're all sorted, and got the last one done, which is going to be by the wardrobes. I've ran my 8.5mm cable for the water pump just through that conduit just there, down and through. So I've managed to sort that today, and that's about it. Oh, I fitted that switch as well. And what I'm going to put next to it is a dimmer control. So you can leave the lights on and turn the dimmer to dim the lights in the bedroom for a bit of mood lighting. I've also fitted the patches over there for the USB port that we're going to install. So all in all, I think we've had a pretty decent day. It is fiddly, that type of work, putting all these crimps on. It just takes forever. It hurts your fingers because you're stripping the cables and it's just a nightmare. It hurts your fingers. The grip's tough on the crimper. It's just one of those type of jobs that just takes forever. But like I say, I've only got the bathroom and then the toilet to do as well. All right. Oh, what's that? All right. On the boat. I've got to hurry up. It's going to rain very shortly. I can see the little spots going on the canal. But we've got a hole in the boat. I've took the electric point off. It's covered in crap. I don't know what it is, but I've then later figured, as I've tried to put it back in, that it doesn't go in. So I've tried to adapt it by fitting a stuffing gland for the cable to go back entry instead of bottom entry, which hopefully then will allow the moulding to go into the hole. I don't know. Let's see how it goes, eh? And Shell's recording. So I'm going to undo these again. Just took them apart. Tell you what problem I'm going to have now. I won't have enough room to put the cables in to the connections. You watch. Let's see if we get on. Just the light to go. So there we go. So the cable should have gone in at the bottom there, but it just couldn't do it. So I'm hoping now that this moulding will go in. Like it was born there. And that's watertight now as well. Oh, that connection is, yeah, because it's sealed up there. So there won't be anything getting in too naughty, I don't think. I'm going to redo it though. I can't just leave it like that. It'll do my nutting. But I'm hoping the pins will line up now. That's the only other thing, Shell. It's just started now, isn't it?
Yep, it is raining.
Have you got the drill, Shell? I think that's in. We got a flap. Head off that. Okay, so I fitted a new galvanic isolator. I couldn't record it because it was just so bloody awkward to get in there and do it. But it's all in. It's up and running, I believe. All the connections are nice and tight. It's got a status monitor, this one has, so I think it's the same model as the old one. Let me just get up a minute. This is the old one. It's got no stickers. Oh, it has. It's got one there, but it's as old as God's dog. It's just worn, and I think if we're going through all of the trouble of replacing all of this stuff for the sake of 70 quid and the chance of it causing any pitting to the boat, I think it's well worth doing. It's actually wider, this one, but I'll fire it up when I get out the engine pit, so to speak, and see what the status monitor says. But there's two lights on it, a DC leak, an AC leak, and hopefully I'm looking forward, no LEDs whatsoever showing on it, so I'll see how it goes, eh? Bit of an update from yesterday then. A lot of the boat has had 1 or 2 coats of paint, well, especially the saloon and galley. They're all okay. The sockets are live now. The boat's coming on. We have lights. No, we don't, because I ain't turned the switch on. We have lights. Attempt number 2. So all of our lights are on in the galley. The bathroom lights are installed. The toilet light is installed. I'm going to fit another one though in there, because when you're brushing your teeth and doing your makeup and what have you, it'd be nice to have a little light. Got the shadow on my finger. So that's cool. They're all in and done and dusted. And then I want to get some lights in here if I can, because it's the paint dried. So Shell's painted whatever she could here. We're leaving the bottom because we watched... Who fitted it now? Oh, Ben and Emily. I think it was Ben and Emily. They've got a Narrowboat channel on YouTube, and they've recently had a little project where they've done up a second narrowboat, and they've installed like a cork roll on their walls, and it's supposed to be soundproofing, supposed to be insulating. So we're gonna have a look at it, give it a whirl. It sounds good anyway, and it looks okay on the B&Q website. Yeah, so it's nice and bright in here now. I like it. Well done, Shell. It is really bright. She wouldn't have seen it like this because it was starting to get dark as she was painting. What she also did for me was drill 2 holes there and there. So today I'm going to be focusing my energy on the bedroom. So I've got a USB point to fit there. That's okay. I've done the light switch. I'm going to sort out the supply for the gulp pump and maybe fit that in. So what I've done for the USB port is just got a blanking plate and fitted a USB plate on here. I could do leveling that up really. Yeah, just fitted a plate on, bolted it onto the back. My connections will be taped off anyway. And it just puts it onto a box. I don't like these little plates just fixed onto a piece of wood with all the cables sticking out the back. I don't like that. I don't like the idea of it. They're a bit flimsy, these things, and I want to make sure that the cable going to it and the connections are as decently done as possible. I also changed all of the switches. I don't think I told you that neither. Okay, got the USB socket installed, all done. There's just a little sliding flap to reveal the points. Pretty funky. And I've made a start on this now. So you've probably noticed on other videos there was just a piece of pipe that was just sticking out of the fitting, and I've pointed it upwards just in case there's any water that got in, it would go back out. So yeah, I've started to fit the gulper pump in. I'm just going to put maybe a couple of tie wraps here on the wall just to hold the pipe in, and then I'll box all that in. I will cover this up as well, this gaping hole, but I needed to get access to that fix in there to fit some what are they called? Hose clips. That makes sense. Hose clips. So I've put a couple on. I'm hoping that's enough. It feels nice and strong. I've put one on there as well. I just need to fix. So I've got a shower trap here, which is an AKW pumped shower waste, 90mm, and I've fitted some 22mm copper pipe into the push fit fitting. There's also a locking pin that goes into the opening mechanism, so there's no way of it coming open, well, unless somebody did it intentionally, but nobody's going to go under that floor. So it's a nice tight fitting. As you can see, the clips fitted in nice and tight. So that's the copper pipe. Then I'll just go around to John's in a minute and just see if I can dunk this hose in a tub of hot water or something just to free it up a little bit, get over this pipe and get those two clips on. And that should make it nice and tight then, which will connect the rest of it up. And I can test the pump then, all being well. I've got the supply cable there as well for it. So, yeah. Hopefully I've got enough cable as well. It's a bit tight. Oh well. Okay, so I've got some hot water. Heated the end up a little bit. Managed to get it onto the pipe and get two pipe hose clips on. So now I've just got to cut it to length and then wire this bad boy up and see how we get on. Well, the lights are connected and working, finally at last. What I tried to do was install this dimmer switch. Just to create a bit of mood lighting. Yeah, these lights are dimmable, but not on a two-way circuit, as I've now discovered. Okie doke then, my little update from today. I've got the shower gulper pump all installed now. The cable's there. The back of it's broke. It's pretty much done there. So the lighting I've connected up, so that's working now on a two-way switch. So that's all right. I've got the tunnel lighting. Shell drilled the holes yesterday. I put the glands in, as you can see there. There's one for the horn as well. So that kind of seals it off once they're tightened up. I've not tightened them up yet. But yeah, that'll be done. And tomorrow, what I'm going to try and do is cut that down so it fits on the ceiling. Drill a hole as well so we can fit the light in. I've got the lights coming tomorrow, but I don't know what time they're going to be turning up, so I doubt that I'll get all of those installed anyway. I'm going to try and work out something for the outside, because I'd like, if I could, to install a light just on the ceiling there. I'm just going to keep on cracking on. Once I've done that, I'm going to try and get the gas pipe in if I can. At the moment, it's going through what I can only see as 15mm Ep2O, which then runs along underneath to get to that junction there. Well, coupler, should I say. So, I don't know whether to change that for a proper skin fitting. I'll show you what I mean. Here's the skin fittings I've got. I need to install an 8mm diesel for the stove, and then the 10mm is for the gas. Now, I didn't know whether to install this skin fitting actually and give myself peace of mind that it's actually sealed off properly, not just going through an Ep2O thing. I'll have a look online, or well, on the BSS examiner's sheet and see what they look for, because I don't honestly know. Alrighty then, update from yesterday's work. What was the date yesterday? Wednesday the 8th of November. Is that right? It's about right. What I realised was, in the bedroom we would like a reading lamp, and I don't want it obviously working with the spotlights because they'll all come on at the same time and there's just no point. And I forgot to put the feed in for it, didn't I? So yesterday I took the feed out the switch and I've made a bit of a spaghetti junction up here, which I'll obviously neaten up with some conduits and stuff after. But I've got a supply here now, my live and neutral for my circuit, so I can split off that. I've ordered some 6mm cable to come today, and then I'll go down that side with some conduit, jump over, down into this area here, and I can install a switch and stuff for my reading light. What I'll also do as well is come off that, back up, and through there, where the tunnel light is, and create a little circuit for an outside light. I'm not going to use the tunnel light because I realise that the switch is right at the back of the boat. I'll have to have the tunnel light on every time I want the inside light on. It's just not going to work. So that's the reasoning for that. I don't know whether to have passive lights on the side of the boat then after that, but I could do that at a later date. That's not that important for now. Yesterday was reconfiguring that wiring, and I've mostly installed the gas pipe. So there's a bulkhead fitting just there in the corner. I've got to allow access to that as well, so I've got to build some boxing around that. But that's your bulkhead fitting, 10mm bulkhead, and from there it runs all the way underneath and goes through into the shower room, all underneath there, and runs all underneath by the dinette and living room, all the way to the galley. So I've connected onto then the test point and the locking valve, which blocks off the cooker. So when I spoke to a gas engineer, I'll put his link in actually, he's based in Wales, really helpful. He was just too far, but he said that I wouldn't need an isolator down by the bow. I just need one, if there's only one appliance, need one by the actual appliance itself, which is right by the cooker. So we're good, we're all good. I might, however, I have got one more shut off valve and I've got some olives. I might put another one in the bow just in case anyway, as a matter of precaution. But I don't really need to. But if there was something to happen and I was on the other end of the boat, I could isolate it and not have any problem then worrying about scrambling all the way over to this side of the boat to turn it off. That's my thinking anyway. I have got a spare valve, like I say. So I'm just going to get on and finish that today, and that should be all done and dusted. And I really need to press on with the electrical work, to be honest. I've got the fuse board panel to cut, and yeah, I need to sort that mess out really. Okay, so there's my pipe almost finished off. I just need to put some CLS underneath here. There is some board, but I want to put a piece of CLS all the way across so I can fix the gas piping. I mean, it's pretty sturdy, to be fair. Nice tight fitting, but yeah, I've got to try and clip it in if I can. So yeah, I'm hoping a piece of CLS. Yeah, that should do it, I think. Piece of CLS and then the clip over the top. Spot on. So I did put a valve in just in case, so I did have a spare. So top banana,